what's going on, bro? What's up? Hey, she ain't your girlfriend? Hey, she's trying to get out the car, bro. So, let her go. You need a ride somewhere, ma'am? Can you record this, lady? You need a ride somewhere? Hey, just let her go, bro. I mean, she ain't worth the case, is she? She's trying to leave. Hey, she ain't trying to go. Now you want to go? You get off the car. You get off the car. You're okay. Get off the car. You're okay. You're okay. I'll give you a ride anywhere you want to go. I'll give you a ride anywhere you want to go.
My dad saved me the day, brother. He saved me the day.
Get off the car. Get off the car. You ain't gonna touch in front of me.
He saved me the day.
Hey, what's going on, brethren? Thanks for tuning in to another dialogue with the Raw, the Real, and the Red Pill. And, man, I got to talk about this one, man. It was just stomach turning. It just really bothered me as soon as I saw it. I was like, damn, I got to go in on this shit right here. Because this is a trend that does not need to pick up anymore, man. This is a trend that does not need to intensify and influence, you know, the simpery amongst men. You know, this nature here, this simp nature is your enemy, man, and everybody who operates under it. And I'm just going to go ahead and get into it, man. You know, as we saw in the video, we had a man, you know, I guess he had some type of altercation going on with his woman, which ain't hard to understand why. Maybe the bitch was being a little rebellious, you know, whatever they had going on. That's his woman, you know. Then you had another man who was recorded the video in the truck with his son, you know, and he intervened, you know, and it's just amazing, man. Teaching his son how to be a simp 101, man. And the thing is that the times and the days that we're living in, you know, simping out is going to become a very dangerous thing, man. Trying to save these hoes is going to become a very dangerous thing, man. You know, I don't know about you all, but, you know, I done got into it with my woman in public, and I wish a motherfucker would, man. If I'm ever at my angriest, you know, that's pretty much when I am at my angriest. Because a woman will bring it out of you, man. A woman can really vex you. Women are naturally, they're wicked, you know. They are men. The way we are in nature is an order. So we think in order, logically, you know. And the opposite polarity of that, being a woman, they think in emotions and you know, disorder, chaos. You know, that's why a lot of women like those soap operas or the, you know, the reality TV shows, because they're chaotic in nature. They like chaos, you know. If you ever lived with a woman, or if you do live with a woman, you can even see it in the way that they live, you know. Everything is disorderly, you know. It takes a man to bring that woman in balance, man, you know. But you had a guy, you know, get into whatever the case was with this woman. She was trying to get out the car, and he was putting her back in the car, and who knows what they were going through, man. But then you had this save a hoe simp. It's just so wrong on so many different levels. He comes up and he basically first he starts speaking to them, not minding his business. We're supposed to be minders of our own business. That woman, is property of that man. Women are property, man, period. They're property. They belong to whomever is fucking them. And they know it because, outside of a prostitute, although many women are pretty much prostitutes, but outside of prostitution, man, it's like when you lay with a woman, what does she do to try to get you or to try to stamp you or to try to receive you as her covering? She spreads them legs, man. When she spreads them legs, we all know once you knock a chick off, the whole aura changes, You pretty much are expected to be her covering and provider, man. She'll start asking you for shit, start wanting to know where you're at, your whereabouts, start wanting to be up under you all the damn time and, crowding your space that you need as a man. This is just how it goes. So these women know. They know the deal, man. But this woman was, kind of being rebellious against her man. He could have tried to, keep her in the car to protect her. We'll see, we're going to see things change up a lot when shit hits the fan, man, for these simps and for these rebellious ass women. Because there's going to be times when women's going to do shit like that. And I've seen women get out of pocket in public, and let's say, in that day and time where things are not how they are now, to say the least, you'll have a guy like the man who's recording, Mr. Super Simp. He might be sitting in the cut, watching this shit, and as soon as the bitch steps out on her little emotional rant and the guy pulls off on her, here comes, this guy to come and basically rape the bitch or to have his way with the bitch. Jeffrey Dahmer her, cut her up, eat her, whatever is whatever is the desire, no matter how wickedly it may be, they're gonna become subject to that kind of shit, man. So when shit hits the fan and things get bad, which is definitely imminent and coming, the Federal Reserve is about to collapse. You all need to understand this. This is about to happen any day. Stock markets is going to crash. And it's going to be a no holds barred. And the last thing that a female is going to want, their whole attitude is going to change up. If they change the attitude, they're going to die. You got situations like this. Women act like this, man, and in a situation like that, these women are going to be straight up victims, yo. They're going to be wide open, man. They'll be left wide open, But you had this simp, man. Man, the shit. I looked at, I came across this video on Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook like I used to. I used to get on every day and check it out, but because of the nature of my comments that I leave on shit like this, on all types of videos, I'll comment and I say how I feel, and it often puts me in Facebook jail, where they, take away your Facebook rights to where you can't post, you can't really do shit, can't comment, can't like, can't do anything for like 30 days. And I'm pretty much in and out of that, to where I might be out of Facebook jail for like a day and get put right back in it. So I got used to not being on Facebook. But I just got out of Facebook jail and happened to see this on my news feed. And, and all these bitches are congratulating this dude and thanking him and saying, oh, he's a real man. Yeah, he's gonna be a real dead man keeping up that bullshit right there. Cause that's dangerous, man. And then you're teaching your son the ways of the simp, man. What the son say when it was all said and done? He's like, ooh, my daddy saved the day. No, your daddy's a fucking simp, man. And your daddy's teaching you some very dangerous things. There's no wisdom in that. You don't get between a man and his woman. You don't do that. It's out of order. Cause you don't even know. First of all, it doesn't even matter what you know. It's none of your fucking business. It's none of your fucking business. If I'm walking down the street and I see a bitch getting her teeth knocked out, I have nothing to say about that. Because one, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's not my woman. I'm not going to assume that she's right because she has a vagina. And that's the mentality of a simp. Every woman to him is his mommy. Every woman he sees, any woman he sees that has a vagina is an emulation of his mommy. He loves his mommy. You understand? And every woman he sees is his mommy. She must be protected. But, he doesn't understand that women are naturally out of order, man. And sometimes a man has to put her in order, in place. You know what I'm saying? In her place. Because a woman does have a place, and sometimes she needs to be controlled. And it's no man's right to step into another man's domain while he's trying to keep his bitch in pocket. You know, and you know, when things like I was referring to earlier, when shit hits the fan and things go left, man, it's not going to be nothing for a guy to pull off the strap and blow your brains out, man. You know, that was very dangerous what that man did. It was very simpish, and I looked at the news feed. I mean, I looked at the comment thread on it, and yo, when I say not one person spoke against it, I was like, man, this place is gone. This place is too far gone. You know, the mentality of people here, you know, in America. You know, this shit is beyond what can be. It's beyond remedy. You know, it's beyond remedy, man. The way people think here is gone. Everybody was congratulating him and thanking him, and you know, for what? For what? For propositioning a woman of another man to get in a car with him. Did you see this bitch get out the car? I'm very sure this bitch never got out the car. That's the funny thing about it. Then honestly, I'm sure the woman who was in the video, you know, she looked as if she felt uncomfortable. If her life was really threatened, and this bitch really felt threatened, and this woman really felt endangered, she would have got out the car and got in the car with Mr. Super Simp. But the thing is, she's sitting there like, who the fuck is this guy? I don't know this guy, and I'm not getting in the car with this guy. He's a total stranger. She was just being an emotional cunt, like most of these women are sometimes, and she was just being difficult with her man. You know, playing those emotional games. That's all the fuck that was going on. You had Mr. Super Simp come over there with his son to proposition her for a ride. That shit don't even look right. It don't even make sense. Why would you get in the car with a total stranger? And she didn't. The bitch wasn't that dumb. You know? She didn't even speak to him. She didn't even say a word to him. You know, the only thing that saved this simp was the fact that he came across a pussy. The dude was a pussy. Not because he's edifying his woman, but because he didn't stand his ground and defend his ground and his territory as a man. Pussy. You know? He didn't speak up for him. He didn't tell this guy to fuck off and, you know, mind your fucking business. He didn't have none of that for this guy because he was weak. You know, this guy was weak. But had he came across a real one, you know, that video might have been a homicide. You know? And that little boy might have seen his daddy get put to death, in which he would have learned a very valuable lesson. You know, stop saving these hoes, man. And even if she was with a wicked dude who was, you know, beating the shit out of her day in and day out and things like that, you know, if you spread your legs to that, then you fucking deserve it. You know, a lot of these young girls don't got their daddies to kick them this kind of game. You know, whomever you spread your legs to is your fucking master. You know, and these bitches know that because it's spiritual, man. They get tied to these dudes. You know, that's why I don't really be feeling bad for women who suffer from domestic violence, because it's like, one, you all are fucking demons, man. You women are demons. Dudes just don't get off of work or get drunk and be like, I'm gonna just put my foot up my wife's ass, or I'm just gonna beat her up because I have nothing better to do. No. Usually it stems from you being combative, you being out of place and out of line as a woman, and challenging a man's masculinity, and just not being feminine, you know, challenging that man all the time, just being a difficult demon, you know. And you know, there's no victim. I didn't see no victims here. The only victim I saw here was the pussy who allowed the man to step out of his vehicle and try to get his nose all in his fucking business. You know, I wish a motherfucker would, man. I wish a motherfucker would, man. I had people step up off some sketchy shit that had nothing to do with my woman, and I opened up my glove box, man. Yeah, straight like that. I had a guy one day, I'm coming up from the laundromat, not to get off topic, but with my dad, and this guy was high off of PCP. He had smoked a dipper and was drunk, but I didn't know this, you know what I'm saying, until I got up on him. But I pulled my car to like a little cutaway that's like some stairs that is right, that gets me right to my townhouse. You know, instead of parking far, getting all the laundry and walking away, I pulled up to these little stairs in the cut, so we can get the clothes in quicker. And this guy sitting on the, standing around him by the stairs. And before I get out the car, he's all leaning on my hood and shit, approaching me. I get out the car. I'm like, man, you all right? Niggas, you all right? I said, okay. Ding, ding, ding. All right. I said, Dad, lean back, man. Had to pull the 10 mil out on this motherfucker, man. Had to pull the Glock 20 out on this motherfucker. I don't know you. Who the fuck are you? But naturally, I'm just paranoid like that anyway. But when I had approached the guy and started, and there was some bystanders. One of my neighbors was bystander. He told me this guy was fucked up, and that he was I guess an associate of somebody else that I know in the neighborhood, because I never seen this guy before. Not pretty much. If anybody lives within, a certain radius of my neighborhood, I've at least seen them before. But that just goes to show you how much more if I would have been edifying my woman than this guy, any dude would have been running up on me talking shit. Motherfucker, I don't know you, man. If you don't get shot, you might get pistol whooped, because that's the times we living in, man. You can't be fucking around with these people, man. But the father definitely left a horrible example for his son. And these Simp'Ns are going to start dying. We're going to start getting put to death, man. It's because that's just how it's going to be. That's just how it is, man. And these women, they're not innocent. A lot of them chase these kind of guys anyway. I don't think this dude we saw in the video was an abusive dude. I just think he was ready to fucking go home and his bitch was being difficult. To be honest. Just to be real from how I seen it. But, even the dudes who do fuck their woman up, a lot of the times it's because their woman is a demon and they don't know how to be submissive and feminine. And two, she chooses. In this dating paradigm, these women choose who's going to rule over them. They choose who they open their legs up to and got to answer to, man. And they're not choosing the kind of guys that might treat them right. They're choosing the Thug and Rodneys and the motherfucking, the super thugs and, niggas who ain't gonna take that shit. So, answer to them, man. You gotta answer to that thing. I have nothing to do with that. You chose that. You chose that. So there's no pity. It's like if a man chooses a stripper and, some T-Pain shit, I'm in love with a stripper. And then, he wants to kill himself and he's cutting himself like a fucking emo because, she's not answering her phone at night and shit like that. He's pretty sure that, his girlfriend is, turning tricks and shit like that. Yeah, duh, she's a stripper. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to expect certain things within the lifestyle of the person that you're dealing with, but that just shows you how void of wisdom that these people are, in these last days, man. But I definitely had to comment on this, and give my raw take on it, man. It's definitely some bullshit, and it definitely got me angry. Very angry, because, as men, man, we don't get down like that, man. There's code to this shit, man. There's codes, and a lot of these dudes out here be violating this code, man. But thanks for tuning in to, this dialogue with the Real, the Red Pill, and, shalom.